we said we disband. My word.
Sorry about the weird parking job. The engine just died on us right here.
Hey, Morgana, are you done yet?
Why the heck am I in charge of the car again?
And I thought we were done.
It's fine. We're on break. Exams are done too, right? Come on, why don't you let us drive you home? You really gotta go?
Come on, man. Nobody's forcing you to leave, you know? Wiping your slate clean ain't so easy. You see what I mean?
Things must be slow these days.
Don't mind them. What they think of us doesn't really matter.
Yeah, she's right. We can totally do whatever we want to do.
The car's fixed. Just had to borrow a plug.
Nice job on the first try.
All right, let's roll. Now that we gotcha, we ain't taking you straight home.
Hey, can I ask something? My friend's in trouble, and I'd like everyone's input. Ooh, that sounds like fun.
If this is any more work, count me out.
You know you want to, Inari.
I'm getting out.
Why'd you open the
You never see it coming. You say that my mind is too fast for a ride. You're done there, but the time has hit you. You're not surprised.
Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Study comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them.
Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Holy shit, it's been crazy. My internet's been out. Yes, I'm one of those Texas snow people, so my internet's been completely screwed. It's gonna be an interesting stream today. My setup's different. Hope y'all like it. I completely changed it around. I'm so used to looking at this screen and OBS is being here so I can look at the camera. So I'm not used to looking to the side like this. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting today, guys, because I get a lot of questions about Japan, which is fair because it's one of those countries for some reason that gets a lot of attention, but on the same coin, they don't, not they, but like people, when you talk about it, it's like, I don't want to say taboo, but it's like you're not cool or anything like this. Wait, am I supposed to do studio or player? Hold on, because I don't know which is which. I just downloaded Roblox because I was bored. Okay. Now I know which one it is. Thank God I opened on the other one too. That would have been weird. All right. So we're gonna react to a video. So I've, just for a little context, I've been speaking Japanese. I'm 27 and I started when I was about 14 or 15 years old, maybe 15 or 16. So I'm just gonna ballpark it and say at least it's been a decade. I'm all self-taught. I just got lucky and I made a lot of Japanese friends. So I was able to, actually speak it and practice it often. I also worked for a Japanese company where the owner didn't speak any English whatsoever. He spoke absolutely no English. So, I have an advantage there too. I have dated Japanese girls. I already know, booba, etc. I'm not dumb, I already know. But there was a lot of different questions, not just about the language, but about just how it is. And I think people kind of hype it up. And of course it's through anime. Like, come on, dude. Of course it's through, anime. Let's be real. Let's be honest. You watch fucking Nichijou once and you think everybody in Japan can suplex deers and shit. Like, that's not how this works. Holy shit, imagine your principal suplexing a deer though. No, but the video, I'll keep Persona music up, is this one. I love Nobita, by the way. I love this guy so much. He's so great. He's amazing. Nobita is very informative. Very informative. I wanted to kind of watch this because he's done a lot of videos on this, but I want to kind of add my 2 cents to it, if that makes sense, and my experiences. So I just want to
Don't get me wrong, it doesn't
do
mean
this.
you can't date anyone in Japan. Of course not.
Right.
You can date anyone in Japan. That's totally your freedom. But I feel like it's kind of overrated. And some people like weeaboos are dreaming about that.
Listen, you weeaboos. I just said that too. It's definitely like that if your only experience with Japan is pretty much like not actually being there. My personal experience, it's also kind of like you get out of it what you want out of it, right? So like one of the things I hear a lot from people who work and they do a lot of international traveling, they'll say things like, oh, well, Japan's just another America. And it's like, I mean, sure, I get why you say that. And then I'll ask, more questions. I'll be like, hey, so do you speak Japanese? Of course they don't. When you went, how long did you stay? They will be like, oh, it was like 2-3 days. It was for work. I was working the whole time. And then it's one of those things where I go, well, of course you think that because you didn't get to actually experience Japan. You kind of like just went, you worked, and then you left. I mean, of course you're not going to get a very great impression at that rate, right? So it's one of those things where it's kind of like, well, what do you expect, right? So if you're a weeaboo and you only see, anime, and then you go to Japan and see that people don't really talk about anime as much as you think that they do, or it's not like the anime, that's when your worldview gets kind of like broken, right?
And constantly sending me an email like this. To be fair, maybe that's my fault, because I've uploaded that kind of content quite a lot in the past. Now this may seem great, as we see many successful international couples. Watching that,
by the way, Rachel and June, they're just so awesome. Like, Rachel's hilarious. She's really funny. They're great.
But in reality, we need to acknowledge there are many international couples who are not so successful and broke up or divorced. Now, I don't want to discourage you too much, but I think it shouldn't be too much encouraged or glorified, and people have too much expectation. Anyway, let me share the possible reasons you shouldn't date in Japan as a foreigner. Number 1, language barrier. I know it's obvious, but I think many people still underestimate that.
Hold on.
They say like, I'm not worried about that because I only date Japanese who speak my language. Sure, maybe some Japanese speak your language, but still, the way they talk or communicate can be totally different.
Yeah, this is true. This also goes for when I was working for a Japanese company too. Just I don't want to say annotation, but they don't understand. Well, it goes both ways, right? From English to Japanese and Japanese to English. Culturally, one thing might be funny over there, but not funny here, and vice versa, right? Like here, it's all about kind of being loud. Like, Americans are, very extroverted. That's what they say. So, like, 9 times out of 10, if you're very out there, it means that you have confidence. But in Japan, it's kind of the opposite, right? That's kind of how that goes. And the same goes for just, like, jokes. Like, it's just how it is. It's been a while since I've had a Japanese girlfriend. But, out of the ones that I did have, we spoke in Japanese, to be honest, for the most part. 2 of my girlfriends spoke English, and that made it easier, but it was kind of hard to be funny in English. The funny jokes that I made that made us really laugh hard was mainly in Japanese. It was mainly in Japanese, so all the Japanese jokes is what kind of made us laugh pretty hard.
They don't get your humor or joke.
So let's watch Nobita's video and let's break it down, and hopefully I can have some opinions.
I'm gonna react to this video too. I have seen it already, but I think now that because I'm older and I've experienced more, that I can actually react to that. What's it called? What worries? Okay.
That's a fair worry. Honestly, no.
Can we really communicate well?
Sarcasm, not a thing apparently. I'm very sarcastic. It doesn't go well. I think 9 out of 10 times I would make a really sarcastic joke. I just had to be like, yeah, it was a joke. It really wasn't that funny.
Yeah. Bro, it's like that. It's like that. And that's just something you kind of get over too, right? You just kind of learn from it in a way, right? And then you keep going.
Oh, God, whatever. I'll see you later.
So the point is, it's not just about language, but the humor or expression can be totally different. And let's be honest, guys, speaking Japanese takes you a lot.
He means is so fucking hard, by the way. No, but it is hard. And I think it's just because there's too many aspects in Japanese, right? There's just way too many. You have to learn katakana, hiragana, and kanji. And then with kanji, you have to know onyomi and kunyomi. And then it just keeps scaling up. There's just so much shit to learn for Japanese. But yeah, it's true.
Now you can definitely improve the skill as you practice every day. But how many years does that take? Probably more than 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so one main question that I get like a lot is, hey man, how long did it take you to speak like the way that you do? And honestly, I think it depends on how much you want it, right? Because for me, it was 2 years. It was 2 years to really get the inflections down, or hatsuon, like the pronunciations of things. And then to speak my mind, that was like, it was about 6 years before I got to speak my mind like this in Japanese. I think that's mainly, okay. I think that's mainly what that was, and it does take time. But I think what people don't want to do, they don't want to take time. Like they don't, did that go off? My bad. I did hit my microphone. I'm so sorry. People, you have to realize it's time. Like, put in the fucking time first. Come to me, like, after a couple years, right? Because if you just started and you're kind of like, oh, well, my pronunciation's wrong, but it's like, and you're like, well, I've been studying for like a year. It's just one of those things where it's like, it just takes time, dude. Like, are you genuinely working on it? It's just, there's so many things that go into it, but I'm gonna get into that later. I want to finish this in the next video that I wanted to react to, but you give yourself time. Holy fucking shit. I can't express that. Give yourself time. Study and give yourself time. I'm gonna say this again. Study and give yourself time. Yeah, that's so important. It's so goddamn important, man.
Completely freely. And if you are not willing to make the effort, maybe you don't.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not making the effort, and you have to put time in. I do know people who were better than me in just about a year and some change. But my situation was a little different. I had to teach myself because my school didn't have, there's just a completely different thing. But it takes time. Give yourself time. Holy shit, dude. It's so annoying. Just give yourself time. Be patient, man. It's gonna come.
Number 2, they don't take you seriously, which is actually quite common. They see you like a rare material or some kind of sexual object and just want to try it out and probably dispose of it pretty soon. I actually saw some Japanese saying that 外人の恋人って珍しいじゃん。だからインスタとかで自慢できると思って。白人とか黒人ってでかいの持ってんでしょ？試してみたいわ。You see, they are not interested in you as a.
I mean, I don't doubt that there are. I don't doubt that there are girls like that, but maybe I don't know. Like, I can't speak on that. Like, my girlfriends, or at least from what I perceive, I don't think they were like that. I don't think they were like that. I don't doubt that there are, though, because it's the same with like Japan and weeaboos, right? You know, people want to date Japanese girls because they're like, you know, tight and tiny and all that stuff. So I don't doubt it at all, actually. Genuinely, I don't doubt it. But you also, it's a double-edged sword, dude. Like, not all Japanese girls are like that at the same time, right? So it's kind of like what do you kind of, if you see that happening, you should say something.
Now, definitely not all Japanese are like that.
Exactly.
Quite many Japanese have a wrong mindset when it comes to dating a foreigner, so be careful about that. Number 3, they just want to practice English.
If you're foreign, be prepared to just get a lot of people who only want to use you to speak English with. I kind of can't blame them, because there's not a lot of foreign English speakers in this country, and the moment they find one, and they're really interested in learning English, they're going to try and get their value out of you.
So it can be quite annoying.
So here's my actual experience with that. I've never had that, but Here's what I think, and this is something that I've seen time and time again, because I know a lot of people who are in Japan right now and have this issue. I hope you speak Japanese. I think the only reason why I don't have that issue is because I speak Japanese, and I've been doing it for so long. I think that's where my difference is, and I can actually conversate with them, so I can catch things like this and call it out because I speak Japanese, and I have called it out. I should be more specific. I haven't dated a girl and called her my girlfriend and had this happen. I've had this happen, but not as an actual like partner. But I've had friends, Japanese friends, who pretty much did this, and then I just straight up called them out in Japanese. But it's just one of those things where it's like, if you don't speak Japanese, this is like, the less you know and the more serious you are about Japan, the more likely something like this is going to happen, right? Because I mean, you don't speak the language, and it's easier to manipulate people. It's the same thing with America though. Like, if people don't really speak English, you can kind of manipulate them as well. Again, it's one of those things where it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Right, to be treated like a free English practice machine. But probably you're gonna meet those Japanese a lot, even on dating apps like Tinder. So if I was you, probably I would say like this. 正直さ、そうやって英語練習するために使われるのあんまいい気分じゃないんだよね。I think it's totally fair to say that. If they really want to practice English, why not just go to English conversation school or take a paid online course? Or maybe you could say like this.
Because the English schools in Japan are really bad. They're not good. They're very bad. Pretty bad.
This would be actually much better than the first one. If you want to practice Japanese, either way, you don't have to be their free English teacher. But again, those Japanese are quite many, and it can be a reason not to date here. Number 4, cheating. Believe or not, it actually happens a lot in this country. It's not necessarily because
64% a lot,
cheaters, but more like there are many opportunities or environment.
I don't know. I can't speak on this, honestly. Yeah, I can't speak. I've been to Kabukicho. And I mean, I didn't do anything there because I was there to eat some food with some people, but I can't really speak on this. Like, in Japan, cheating is like, you know, it depends on the girl. Like, some girls think literally just hanging out with another girl, that's cheating. So I mean, in Japan, cheating is, dude, that's such a broad statement. The statement on that is just, it's so broad. It's so broad. That's such a broad statement. I mean, there are girls who would say things like, well, if it's a prostitute, I don't mind, and stuff like this. So it's just, yeah, it's insane.
You make it happen here, and you need to keep in mind what is cheating for your partner.
Exactly, dude.
For example, some women say, actually quite many women say, having sex with another woman is fine, as long as you do it without me realizing, or it's a prostitute. But some women say,
it's almost like I'm experienced. No, no, I've never done anything like this. But yeah, it's like that. It's crazy, man.
out with female friends.
That will always trip me out, man. You're cheating on me. What did I do? You hung out with a girl. All right, bro.
I think it's, yeah, common here. I think so. Of course, not all the Japanese people cheat. However, people cheat, and sometimes people say they have cheated on his girlfriend or even sometimes wife. I think Japanese people are not that religious. And if you are in a Christianity, like Christian countries, it is like written clearly that you should not cheat and you feel guilt. But in Japan, people are not religious and there's nothing written, do not cheat, so Japanese people just go for it when they felt or something.
I'm not sure religiousness is a reason, but if you see many people cheating around you, probably
No, Nobita. This is as a black man who grew up very Christian. I was going to church. I did Tuesday Bibles, the whole 9 yards. No, religion's very serious, dude. Because in the Bible it literally says like don't cheat and stuff like that. And if you grow up around that, if you grow up around the, thou shalt not covet. Is it covet? No, shit, I forgot, dude. I'm not religious anymore, so please fucking forgive me. But no, it is pretty serious. And it's really weird because here's what because you say that, but then you put a study up saying who rarely or never attend church are more likely to cheat. But then you say you don't know if religion has anything to that kind of doesn't make sense if you really think about it. I don't know.
This is still quite big in Japan, and there are many women engaging in that kind of business, especially in Tokyo and Osaka.
Okay, brothels, I mean, sure, sugar daddies, I mean, that's fucking worldwide. JK business, so, oh god, I kind of feel like, oh god, I can't believe I'm about to fucking explain this. I can't believe I'm about to fucking explain this. So JK does not mean just kidding. JK, in English is just kidding. JK in Japanese means Joshi Kosei. Joshi Kosei means high school girl. I don't know anything I actually don't really know anything of what he means by this, because this can mean fucking anything. But obviously if he's talking about the sex industry right now, he's obviously talking about, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what JK means. So like if you're talking to a Japanese girl and she says JK, she does not mean that, just kidding. She means that she's a fucking high schooler. So I really hope you guys take that to heart, because you don't want to get in trouble.
So chances are that she is actually one of them, having sex with many other random guys. Now, she's definitely keep it secret from you. But when you found out that, are you really gonna be okay with that? Number 5, they just want to move to your country. No, this is.
I think that's the less likely one. You're in Japan. You are more likely to move to another country in your country than any other country, in my opinion. Like Japan's a first world country. I don't necessarily, I mean, I guess you can argue just like they don't have the money to, so they'll marry, but that's kind of, I don't know. I don't think somebody would go, maybe, obviously people do, but it's not like it's a third world country or even a second world country. Japan is very well off. I don't know. That one doesn't make sense to me.
Especially moving to the US,
yeah,
European country,
exactly.
It's really great, and it's kind of dream for many people in Japan. It may be surprising you, but there are actually many Japanese thinking tired of living in Japan and looking for a way to escape from here. When I was in Canada, I actually met many of those Japanese.
Where'd you get that Meowth from, actually? Oh, that's yours, Neko. That's actually cool. That's yours. That's actually pretty sick. Well, welcome. Yeah, I got asked a lot of different questions. It's Hikaru. No, it's not. Yeah, I changed my room around and everything, by the way. I completely changed it. So I'm the no internet club right now. I was the no internet club for like 3.5 days. It's Hikaru Mystery Dungeon. Got you. But we're talking about just a lot of different things. I just explained what JK is. Did you catch that, by the way? In Japanese, what JK is? Oh gosh. It's been very interesting, to say the least. Nah, I just got here. Okay, I'm gonna rewind it just super quickly, and I'm gonna play this part, and then I'm gonna talk about it.
But if you see many people cheating around you, probably you have a lot of temptation. And keep in mind, this is still quite big in Japan, and there are many women engaging in that kind of business, especially.
So they're talking about, hey sister, that's my sister by the way. Deja, I changed my room around. I changed it. Oh wait, I think the water's coming back on. That's my sister. Yeah, hold on, the water's coming back on. So yeah, there's been no water here in Texas because, you know, snow and shit like that. So I heard the water trying to turn on. No, we don't have water, sadly. We sadly don't have water, actually. I hear it trying to. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's trying to come out. Anyway, I was explaining what JK means. JK is actually very interesting in Japan. I've never experienced this. I've never been told JK in my life. I got told this by a friend of mine. JK, obviously in English, means just kidding. But in Japanese, JK means joshi and then kousei. And then joshi kousei means high school. More likely girl. And it's really interesting because what happens is that they talk about stuff like this, and I like I said earlier, I don't know what the hell they mean by JK business. I don't know what they mean by it, but I mean, sugar daddies and sugar moms, let's be real, that's fucking worldwide, man. Brothels, I don't know about it. I know they exist, but they're super fucking low key in Japan, and it's actually technically legal in Japan with like some loopholes. It's actually technically legal to have a brothel in Japan. And I've been to Kabukicho, but I went to Kabukicho for like a dinner. We just ate there and then we left. But JK business, obviously, if they're talking about these things, they must mean like obviously not legal stuff, but it's a thing. Yeah.
Especially in Tokyo and Osaka. So chances are that she is actually one of them, having sex with many other random guys. Now,
pretty much, I'm just comparing my experiences with this video because I love Nobita so much. And kind of answering questions because I get a lot of questions, so I'm kind of just.
From you. But when you found out that, are you really gonna be okay with that? Number 5, they just want to move to your country. No, this is actually not uncommon.
I still don't think this is likely. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, Japan's a first world country. It's not like they're from, you know, a third world country. I don't know. This is just weird. I mean, sure, it might be true, but I don't think people would go to the extent of marriage. I don't know. I don't know. This one's weird.
Especially moving to the US.
This one's weird.
European country seems really great, and it's kind of dream for many people in Japan. It may be surprising you, but there are actually many Japanese sick and tired of living in Japan and looking for a way to escape from here.
They spelled immigrate wrong.
I actually met many of those Japanese, and some of them even said that ここに来た目的は結婚して配偶者ビザをゲットするため。
Yeah, but you're talking about people who already moved, right? Like again, he kind of contradicts himself. So this is the first contradiction. He's posted a study that says adults who rarely or never attend church are more likely to cheat on their spouse. But then he says this.
Not a church, so shouldn't people just go for it when they felt or something?
I'm not sure religiousness is a reason, but
I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Like, you can't post it. Why post the study if you're just gonna completely say, "Oh well, you know, I don't think." I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's talking his thoughts, but it's the example that he gave.
or European country seems really great, and it means in Canada. I actually been in Japan and looking for
Where is it?
to escape from here. When I was in Canada, I actually met many those.
Yeah, because he says, "Oh, hey man, you know, he gave an example of a lady that it seemed like she already left the country though. I think there's a difference between getting with someone to be with them and you haven't gone there just to leave, and then there's like somebody who came to your country. I think those are like two different things. Yeah, because it says I came here, so it's like she already is there though, so it's
日本人女性ってここじゃめっちゃ人気じゃない？彼らってすぐに惹かれてくれるから絶対に実現できると思う。Trust me, it's not joking or anything. Some Japanese women actually said that, and that's why some people going abroad to find their partner. I kind of feel bad for those people though, because living in Japan may be much better actually.
From what I've heard from some of my friends that have been married to American guys, they didn't enjoy the States. You know, they realized, oh, this is not like CIS Miami or
holy shit, fucking imagine, bro, if America was like CSI Miami. Fucking Neko. Fucking imagine, Neko, if we were walking around like CSI fucking Miami, dude.
This is not like MTV. Or the guy gets back to the States with her and he starts to hang out with his old friends or, you know, people from that he knew before he came to Japan, and she feels left out. It was difficult transitioning from living in Japan to living in America, and you know, either they got homesick or
yeah. I mean, if you want to be honest, that issue can be applied to anybody. So I don't know how strong this argument can be, right? Like, this argument can be applied to literally anybody in any country. So that's what it's. So I don't know. Like, after a while, it kind of seems like it's just a blanket statement that he's just like, there you go. You're warm, bitch. You're warm.
You know, many different reasons, but decided to end the marriage and come back to Japan.
Number 6. Probably you want to stay here so long. Now, anyone who's lived or worked in Japan probably noticed most.
Hold on, I'm gonna let him talk.
Japan tend to live here only a few years. I'm sure there are many different reasons.
I'm so itchy.
But probably we both agree Japan is a great place for tourists, not for residents. Now, let me talk about that.
I say the same thing about Los Angeles. My grandma felt that way coming here from Jamaica. Yeah, I like pretty much you're talking about homesickness and feeling kind of like left out and things like that. Yeah. So I don't know. You won't stay here so long. So here's where. So level with me here. This is where I'm gonna go with this. This doesn't make sense either. Here's why. Because in Japan, you're not being pressured to marry like you are in places like China or like the Philippines, where, like in China, if you're not married by like 25 or 28, like you're shit out of luck, right? So it's I don't know. Like, if this was about like China and there was like, oh, you know, 7 reasons why not to date in China. Oh, you won't stay here long? I mean, it's kind of an incentive for them, like, to marry you, like, to hurry up. I think it just depends. This is weird. Like, I get it, but it's one of those blanket statements again, I guess, in a way. In a way, this is, yeah, like, it's kind of like a blanket statement. I don't think this applies here as much.
Now, anyone who's lived or worked in Japan probably noticed most foreigners coming to Japan tend to live here only in a few years. I'm sure there are many different reasons for that, but probably we both agree Japan is a great place for a tourist, not for a resident. Now, let me talk about that in another video. My point is, even if you really like Japan or Japanese culture now, after living here for a while, you are likely to end up leaving Japan in a few years. So why would you bother dating in Japan if you are looking for something serious? Of course, you can try a long distance relationship, right? But
I don't know, dude. I think that's still kind of, it's a lot of it depends, right? Because like, it depends. I don't know. This one as well, it's a little bit.
I honestly don't hear many successful stories. Most actually end up breaking up pretty soon, but that's totally understandable. Now, maybe your Japanese partner is willing to move to your country, but even if that's the case, it might be a big burden on your partner, and you might feel guilty about that a lot. Number 7, child issues. Of course, if you are only looking for dating, not like a serious relationship, it's not gonna be an issue. But maybe you kinda expect like this. Actually, many people do, and if that's the case, you might end up getting married or even having children. I'm sure any divorce would be stressful if you have children, but especially international divorce may be killing you. The worst part is, you might not be able to see
I know, it is a broad statement.
and I'm not sure you could actually accept that. I've talked with parents whose children were taken, and I felt so bad for them. Some haven't met their child for more than 10 years and mentally really exhausted. If you marry any Japanese person, you gotta be aware of the risk. Now please keep in mind, it doesn't mean I don't like foreigners or anything like that. Again,
Another broad one in a way. Hold on.
you can date anyone you want, but think about it. Why is he saying like this?
I've kind of stopped dating now anyway, because I'm honestly, it's a fucking headache.
You see, even this handsome guy is saying like that. Don't you think there's a reason for that?
I have realized something. Life is sadly not like anime.
Listen, if you still
Oh my fucking god. I really, Nobita, I swear to fucking god, I hope you realize that he's joking. He is being hella sarcastic.
many international couples,
Hold on, let me look for the video. Let me look for the video.
It must be great, but in reality, we need to acknowledge there are many.
Down, and hopefully I can have some opinions.
Because I want to react to this one. Yeah, I've seen this already, like I said earlier. But because I'm older, and I'm a little bit more refined, I feel like I might look at this video differently from when I first saw it.
いつも見てくださってありがとうございます。日本人女性は欧米人男性に興味があるかもしれないけど、なんかためらっている感じがすると、何か気になっていることがあるのかな。
By the way, if you're not subbed, like Nobita is great. I love him so much. He's so great. He's such a great content creator.
日本人女性たちがどんなことを心配しているのかについて気になっている方は参考にしていただければと思います。その付き合うとかその恋愛とかどうですかね、ありだったりしますか？
ありだと思います。
ありですか？そこはあんまり抵抗はない。
全然ないです。
なるほど。まあ心配なこととかそのこういうのはちょっと問題になりそうだなみたいなことってありますか？
宗教の違いはでかいなと思います。
そこはやっぱり抵抗ありますか？
抵抗って知りたいですけど、自分例えば相手の人がキリスト教だったら自分もキリスト教のことは勉強したいと思うけど自分が習おうとは思わないと思うから。ハンサムな。
It's really, I may not know Japanese, but these hands are you. Holy shit. I'm gonna swing on him. But I do love Nobita. I kind of feel like if somebody's doing that with religion, you probably shouldn't be with them, right? Like that's, I don't know. That's me. Probably shouldn't be with them, honestly. Probably shouldn't. You should probably think about something with somebody else. Probably should.
イメージがあってすごいかっこいいと思いますけど、実際会ったことはそういうことはなかったんでわかんないんですけど、実際にそうなるってなったらありだと思います。
You wanna know what's so crazy? Like when I'm here Japanese, like I'm actually looking like at their eyes, and like I actually forget that like the subtitles are there.
なんだろう、言葉がちゃんと交わせるかっていうのはやっぱ心配です。胸毛が濃いです。
So there's this oh shit, time to bring out the notepad. There's this concept in Japanese. Kotoba kabe. Kotoba means words. Kabe means wall. So this is how you say this is technically how you say language barrier. And this is something you'll hear a lot. Yeah, this is something you'll hear a lot with can you see that? I probably need to. This is something you'll see like a lot with Control Plus. This is something you'll see, not you'll see, but you'll hear a lot. Kotoba kabe, like a language barrier. It's a very like common word that you'll hear when it comes to like situations like this, when it comes to talking about dating and stuff. And it's really interesting because like some girls just don't give a shit about it and they'll try. And I think sometimes like trying isn't enough, sadly, because like, you know, that's their native language. So this can be a very big issue. So I think it just depends on the person.
私洋画見るのが好きなので、なんかそれ見てなんかやっぱり胸毛が濃い人多いなと思って。付き合うとかってありだったりします？顔が欧米人だったら全然、日本人だと私はちょっとって感じなんですけど。そっちの方が逆にいいって感じなんですか？不安な点とかってありますか？心配な点とか。私のイメージはなんかフレンドリーすぎていろんな人に話しかけるから私が恥ずかしくなっちゃうみたいな。なんかちょっと今そんなに話しかけて。
I literally was talking about that earlier too. Like, she. Oh God, Neko. It is crazy though, because it's like I said, it is like that. Americans, like in America, obviously the more extroverted you are, right? The more people like you, but in Japan it's the opposite. It's more like in the middle. It's more like you need to know when to be extroverted and when to be introverted. But usually it's more on the introverted side. It's just kind of like that, right? But it's really weird because they like that, like Westerners are extroverted, but then I mean, that's what we do in America, right? Like, can we be honest? Like, all we do is just walk up and be like, hey, yo, what up, dog? Like, hey, yo, where the nearest restaurant at? Like, that's like what we do. So it's really interesting how like you can be embarrassed about something that you said that you like, in terms of like that, right? Like you like that they're extroverted, but at the same time it's embarrassing when they're in that element.
印象優しい。優しいイメージが。なんか表現すること多いじゃないですか。なんかそういうの見てると、なんか日本人と違って。
I don't know if they're gonna mention it, but this is what she's like. Oh shit, the fucking notepad again, bro. I'm gonna start actually just. For me, being extroverted in public with randos, I think it depends, right? I think it just depends, man. There's like being extroverted, and then there's being nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna type just so I can see. There you go. PDA. This is a term that's also used in Japan. Oops. I'm sorry, my microphone's in the fucking way. It might be a little too big. that means, so it's like it's like holding hands and stuff like that. So it's like holding hands, kissing on lips in public, you know, smacking that ass in public, etc., etc., etc. Because my screen is right here, like this is where my OBS is. That's why. Because my computer is right here. Cause I just need to get a better camera, cause the cord on the camera is really small. Yeah, it's like really small. So like my computer has to be like right next to my screen. Otherwise this screen that you're seeing on the camera would be like right here, and I can just go like this. But no, yeah, like kissing in public, you know, smacking ass and holding hands and all that, like in Japan, it's really weird. No, you can't get a longer cord. I obviously I wish I could show you, but I'm recording for it. But it's the Logitech C920. It's like you can't take it out. It's built in. The cord is built in. You can't like play with it and like take it out and buy a longer one and like do all that stuff. It's literally a web camera that is from Logitech. I actually maybe there's something I can do, but I'll see. But no, doing this is more so a courtesy to others, because there are genuinely there are people who feel like seeing this makes them feel more lonely. So it's more so like if me and you were dating, Nomi, and let's say like you're the Japanese one, if I'm holding your hand, you're more so like, oh, I don't want to. When he was there, high schoolers would grab ass in the train. Yeah, that's got Chikang. That's bad. Oh God. It's what's the? It's usually on public transportation. Yeah. I know about that, Chikon. You're fucking stupid. I hate you so much. But it is like that. Yeah. I don't know about that in terms of what context he means. But yeah, it's more so to other people. Like, they don't want other people to feel like they can't get a couple and stuff like that. It's the same reason why they blur out penises in Japanese porn. They don't want guys to feel like they're small and shit like that. I'm actually just gonna put this here because I don't want to have to keep fucking going back and forth. See, another. Oh, okay. No, but yeah, like stuff like that in Japan is no. While in America, that shit's fucking like normal. I mean, of course, people are going to stare, but they're just gonna be like, yeah, that's a lucky ass guy right there. You're like, that's a lucky ass guy. Yeah, see? And so here's my thing. I'm gonna go off a little bit. Not in a bad way, but it's more so like I think it's just because I speak Japanese that like I don't have these issues, right? Me personally, or I haven't ran into these issues. Maybe once in a while I've ran into like some misunderstandings, but because I speak Japanese, it does make shit like 10 times easier. And it's just, I don't know. I kind of feel like I feel like the context of this video is, if you do not speak Japanese, this is what to expect. I don't think it's for people like me who actually do speak it and has worked for Japanese companies and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just me. That's how I see it. Because I mean, like this, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, let's go. You want to speak in Japanese? Oh shit, I accidentally went for it. That was my bad.
かでもなんか私が英語全然喋れないので日本語を喋ってくれる人がいるかっこいいなとは思いますね
She says that as she's hanging around foreigners, by the way. I'm sorry, but like, I don't know why this caught my attention of chat. I'm sorry. Just keep going. Just keep going. So what she's talking about goes back to what we were talking about, right? With the differences and what's funny. I don't think you were in here, but I was talking about how one thing could be funny in our country, but it's not funny there, and vice versa. And that's kind of pretty much what she's talking about. I think it's so much funnier because I speak Japanese, but that shit, like, you should have seen her face, bro. Like, look at her face. Why she's like, yeah, I'm scared. Holy shit, dude. And that's really interesting. They seem to think like Westerners are just tall. And it's so funny because Westerners think Asians are tall. It's so backwards, dude. It's so fucking backwards. So I don't know. I guess kakoi can mean attractive, I guess. Exactly. Another one. I keep saying it, dude. It's like I'm a fucking genius. Well, I've also dated Japanese girls, and it's usually like that. No, yeah, it's yeah. You're starting to. It's crazy, right? Exactly. So it's really funny because, as you've just heard, like Japanese girls think Westerners are tall, but there are like, you have to admit, whenever we see Asians, they're usually, at least the men, like they're portrayed as tall as fuck too. They are. Like tall, and like they have like the hugest Adam's apple you've ever seen in your fucking life, and they just have anime hair. Actually, can I comment on that? I don't know motherfuckers who sleep with their shoes on. No, yeah, it's probably just media. But I don't know people who sleep with their shoes on. Wait, cause she said, hold on, which is it? Sleeping without taking off his shoes. Oh, she means when they, okay, I was about to be like, I do. What do you mean? Saga, you haven't followed me? I'm disappointed, bro. I'm so disappointed. Now, you know, I was going to VIP you, but now that I know that you're a fraud. Oh, God. No, so Saga, I'm just talking about dating in Japan because I keep getting asked a bunch of different questions. And I was just like, let me just do a quick stream about it because I keep getting a lot of questions about just things like this in general. And because I've worked for Japanese companies and have been speaking it for over 10 years, I just was like, all right, let's do this. Yeah, my sister was in here, but she was on YouTube. She was using YouTube actually, which is funny. And I like how all you guys is, so I'm dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and like you guys' colors are different on both. And it's really interesting. Why would you date in Japan? No, I didn't date in Japan. I date in fucking Neko. I dated Japanese girls, but yeah, no, I didn't date in Japan. I had fun in Japan. But I learned a lot from doing that too. I learned quite a bit from doing that. Why would you date in Japan? Date in the ocean. No borders or culture issues. Yeah, man. Imagine being underwater and just fucking telepathically speaking to your wife. So, I think I had a little bit more of a realistic approach of Japan Saga, honestly. I'll be honest. I think I had a more realistic approach, but it was... Dude, I took a lot of video, and I took a lot of photos that I've shown actually before. Do I have any... Hold on. I think I do. But Japan was a lot of fun. I think it depends on... I talked about this earlier too. I think it depends on what you want out of it. Like, if you go to Japan and you're like working and you don't get to explore, like, it's not going to be fun. But for me, I loved it because I was there for 2 weeks and I worked for like 3 days, but it was like fun. It was fun work. So like I had a week and some change to just fuck around. Obviously I was going to go to the Olympics, but that didn't work out so well. That obviously didn't go as planned. By the way, Saga, I'm coming up with a game show that's going to be very fucking hilarious. I've already told Senna. I've told Senna, I've told Neurotic, and I've told Gapped because I needed some help. And it's a pretty solid idea. The thing is though, it depends on if I hit affiliate quick enough on Twitch. Or I don't know how YouTube works, that's why. But it is in the works. Neko, you're trying to go. My question to you is, what are you going for? That's a question. What are you going for? That's very important. Alrighty. I got you. Because I went for fashion too. I bought the AC. I showed this to people too. Yo, like, this shit is sexy as fuck. I think Saga has definitely seen this. So I bought this, and this shit is so fucking fly. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's not this one. Where is it? I bought the jacket and I bought the shirt. Where the fuck is it? Yeah. So I have this jacket. This jacket's fucking sick. It's in my closet. I was actually wearing it yesterday for... Was it yesterday? Yeah, I wore it yesterday for my video. I have the jacket and I have the shirt, but I don't see the shirt at all. Wait, what? Oh, there's a short sleeve jacket. Sweet. Yeah, I have this shirt as well. It's actually pretty fucking sick. But I bought it in a like a pretty small size, and it still fits really well. But fashion, I got you on brands, man. Like, I didn't even know they added more stuff like this. Like, that's pretty sick too. I didn't even know they had stuff like this. But let's continue. this is one of the other things I was talking about. This is like, I get it. Like, even in America, right? Like, if you're a girlfriend and you see your boyfriend is like really close with somebody, like, that's not very good. But it's like in America, yeah, this is normal. And by the way, they're just in they're in Shibuya. They're at Shibuya Crossing. I'll pull up some of the videos and stuff that I took when I was in Japan. I also have a video of Shibuya Crossing. This is right, like, we're looking at it. So we're looking at the train. Behind you is a Starbucks that's like 5 stories tall. Maybe like, it's actually more like 7 stories tall, but like the first like 5 floors is like Starbucks, and then I don't know what the last 2 are. Or like the first three or 4, something like that. Yeah, so here's the difference with her though. She literally just said it. Her family's Japanese, but they're quite foreign influenced. Girls like this tend to understand other countries a lot more. So like, when, in my opinion, when people say they want to date a Japanese girl, they mean girls like this who's been around foreigners, in my opinion, or a girl from Inaka. So there's this other concept. Oh shit, it's the fucking notepad again. So there's this word in Japanese called Inaka. Inaka means countryside. But in English, whenever you talk about like Inaka girls, you're talking about countryside girls, or like, you know, those innocent girls that are from Texas, in a way. Or so in this case, it would be like girls who are from like Sapporo or like Hokkaido and stuff like that are like pure, and they like dress nice. And I'm trying to visit Inaka. You mean you're trying to visit a Inaka? Because Inaka means countryside. So yeah, I mean, like, you know, girls from the countryside. So, you know, I'm just gonna put seaside like this is a gang. So, you know, it's like girls who are like that. The Inaka. Okay, dude. Holy shit. I'm gonna pull up the videos in a second when I can, because I still have them. I still have them. I gotta do that. And then this. And then all the videos. Sweet. I'll show you when I'm done. I actually have a lot of videos. I don't think it'd be so different. Can we admit that's fucking random, dude? That's fucking different. Nicer. Oh god, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. Imagine not knowing how to use a bathroom, man. Oh my god, lord. Oh lord. She's like, everyone says this when they go there. Yeah, it is a common word. And okay as well. Okay. But imagine being worried that your fucking husband can't use a fucking Japanese bathroom. Oh. I mean, when I learned how to use how women go to the bathroom in Japan, I was like, that's kind of smart, but it's also holy shit. I'm not gonna look that video up, by the way. See, again, kotoba no kabe? Yeah, no. Do you not know how girls use the bathroom in Japan? Like, I'm not... Fucking facts, bro. Holy shit. Oh my lord. I think he's interviewed her before. Cause her eyes and like, I don't know. Cause I've seen a lot of Nobita's videos. Yeah, but you're starting to kind of see punctuality. Is that? It is. No, but you're starting to see the same answers now. Just like now they're just cycling. It's just going over and over and over. And so now it's just, you know, culture differences, you know, language barrier, and, you know, using toilet. Fucking Christ, dude. Gengo is another way of saying it. Oh my god. Can we ask some men some questions? No, he does it right here. On the bottom right. I know it's really small, but it says Japanese men on dating for women. So, okay, now you're gonna actually learn some Japanese. There's a phrase that I say in Japanese that usually opens up like a lot of like a comfortable way for them to talk, and it's Nihongo shaberu no hou ga ii. Obviously, like, desu, but I'm a fucking boss and I know how to speak Japanese, so I don't say that. I'll break it down, I don't mind, but I'm gonna try and keep it quick just so I can get through these videos. Nihongo is obviously Japanese. O is for objects, which would be Nihongo, which is the object that we're talking about. You don't have to say this, by the way. Like, that's more casual though. Like, it's super casual. It's like super casual. Like, if you say this, it's more proper. But if you just say like Nihongo shaberu no hou ga ii, it's kind of like way more crazy. Shaberu means to speak. Now, don't get this confused with EU, which means to say, which is completely different. So this is where some grammar comes in right here. No ho. No is actually still the same. It's possessive. I forgot how to spell possessive. Ho means like so I'm gonna do it this way because I don't want to go the long way around. No hou ga ii is like by itself is kind of like a saying in Japanese, meaning is it better to. So like if you want to say like, is it better to eat sushi? Sushi o taberu no hou ga ii. Like, is it better to eat, like, would you prefer sushi? Like, or it's not even prefer, it's more like you're saying like, no, it's better for this. So it would be literally like blank is better. So you're literally saying is better to speak in Japanese. I can break this down, but it's just like whole is kind of weird because it comes from something else. Whole comes from kata. And kata means like because they use the same kanji. And kata means like the way you do something. It's like it's like yeah, it's the way you do something. So when people say stuff like you'll hear this a lot when you're learning Japanese. Nihongo tsukai kata. Kata means like the way, and tsukai means to use. So the way you use Japanese. But kata and whole have the same kanji. Whole is just the other way of saying kata, is what I'm saying. But you don't say kata in this instance, and e means good. That's why, by the way, that's why it means is better, because e means good. So if you were like talking to your boss, or like you were talking, maybe like you work for a company and you're like, and their English is bad, you're like, Nihongo shaberu no hou ga ii desu ka? But if you're like talking to like this chick here, you can just be like, Nihongo shaberu no hou ga ii. So like, also this is I might as well just go all in. If you want a question without desu ka, your inflection has to like really go up there. Like no hou ga ii, like you have to like kind of tilt your head like you're asking a question. Like that's super Japanese. It's like a inflection that you have to ask. That's how you're able to take out desu ka on this, because you have to know how to manipulate the word, right? Like no hou ga ii, like you're asking somebody something. But yeah, this helps a lot. Like but you also have to realize that once you say this, there is no more English. Like once you say this, they're just gonna go ham and start talking Japanese to you, dude. So you also have to be prepared to like say this. You have to be like fucking like super prepared. You know, because there's no subtitles in real life, man. Oh God.
文化の違いですね。違うとこありますよね。おそらくちょっと食事のマナーとかも違ったり、ちょっとどうかな。
If you really want to know table manners, it's universal. It's kind of the same shit that we do here. Like no elbows on the table. Don't shove your chopsticks in rice. Like if you're having a bowl of rice, don't shove your chopsticks in like that. Because that symbolizes somebody died. I think there's not many really. 日本語が少しわかります。Nick, are you on your computer or on your phone? My computer has a Japanese keyboard too. Yeah. But I think I have to switch the thing here, right? Yeah. Phone, yeah.
日本の人としかお付き合いしたことないのでわからないですね。ちょっと私欧米の方からは顔が受けないんですよ。おしゃれな印象と。
I think it's just this Japanese that made it so fucking funny. She was like, "How ga ukenai desu yo ne?" So what you'll hear, so this is another lesson for you. If you listen, I always place my chopsticks in a certain way. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like she's pretty damn cute too. So if you listen, so this is another slang thing. I do this all the time, by the way. If you really listen to me speak Japanese, I do this a lot too. The casual way, like if you're talking with a friend, to end, instead of desu, you'll just do sit. If you listen to her, she doesn't say desu, she'll just go sit. I might have missed it, but it's something that I do a lot. So it would be like something like that. Kawaii desu yo. It's not as common. She didn't. I would have to probably go back and look for it. I would probably have to go back and look for it. But instead of desu, you'll end it kind of like this. Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't. I mean, it is like that. Yes, that is how you do it. But I think because the sentence is so small, it wouldn't make sense. Maybe add yo after, right? But it's more so pronunciation. Like you would, when you actually type it out, you would still do like that. It's more of a speaking. Yeah, but like I said, it's more of a speaking thing. But that is how you would technically do it, yeah. And sometimes they'll really like pronounce it. They'll be like kawaii desu yo. Like they'll really like desu yo, kawaii desu yo. You don't have to, but you do get the idea. Yeah, you do get the idea. I'm also noticing in Japanese, it's like, yeah, it is funny. I'm also noticing they're using a lot of filler words. So filler words is like ano, obviously something like eto. Another one is ma, like the lady just did. They don't mean anything. It's kind of like when you're talking and you go, and you like kind of like stop for a second to think. It's kind of like that. I mean, technically ma means something, but it's kind of like, I don't necessarily think it's, yeah, if you really listen, it's a lot of filler words because they're just like gathering their thoughts. So, okay, I'm gonna comment on this. The maid girls that like fucking, these girls fucking scream at the top of their lungs, dude. Like dude, you can hear them like from far away, like just screaming. And they'll be like, come to our cafe, and they're just loud. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. Holy shit. I mean, I after I came back from Japan, I didn't like the high pitch anime voice anymore. It wasn't my thing. After I came back, I was like, no. I was just like, oh gosh. Obviously, like, not all of them. I would actually... No, yeah, I know. Yeah, they gotta make the bread, but I feel like it might be more so the popular ones. Like, the really popular ones, they tend to be really loud. Like, the popular maid cafes, they'll be, like, really loud. I fucking forgot he did this too. He fucking talks to a fuck. She's a comedian and she's really popular. Okay, I'm gonna show the videos from Japan and then we can continue. Oh, bro, this shit is so fucking funny. So let me explain this shit, bro. This shit was so fucking funny. So we get to Japan, dude, and I think this is the second day. We walked out of our Airbnb, and all of our, not all of ours, because ours didn't have this, but on the ground, you can have like there's like a window there. And whoever this is left their waifu pillow there.
First walk outside, and first thing you see is a waifu. Next door neighbor, man.
And the girl I was with was my friend Kaz. I think this is just a view, right? What? Yeah. What is this?
We just came from Meiji Shrine, which is right there. Thank God there's not a lot of people here today. There's a lot of white people.
Fucking Christ, dude. Fucking Christ, dude.
But no, thank God the foreigners are well behaved. Still ignorant, they don't know what they're doing. But I think part of that is just they're just here just to see it and not like actually doing anything.
Dude, like a lot of my hair fell out because my hair is way longer than this. It was like at to my neck, but it was just so hot in Japan. It was really, really hot.
Didn't do anything, by the way. She said she was too shy. Good job, America.
I'd rather be shy than make an ass out of myself.
Fucking Kaz. Oh yeah, so my friend Travell wanted me to show him Sega Polis.
Your Sega building.
The Sega building, that shit is so fucking massive, dude. Like, this shit is so fucking huge. Right. So this is when I went to Kabukicho to eat food. This was my old boss because the company I work for shut down. And he fed me like a lot of food because it was my first time in Japan. And I just recorded a lot of it. This shit was fucking expensive. Like the bill when we were done was like $400. And he just covered the whole thing. But this is great. God, this shit was so fucking good, dude. It was so delicious. Oh, dude, when we ate this ramen, when we had this ramen, dude, oh my God, it was so great. You should see it when it's done. Do I have the video when it's done? Look at this when it's done, dude. Yeah. No, but to be fair, we ordered a lot. Like, you don't understand. We were there, I think we were there for like almost 3 hours. Like, we ordered a lot of food. We ordered a shitload of food. It's mainly the meat. Like, all the meat that you saw earlier, like, this shit was like super expensive. Like, all the meats and stuff like this was super expensive. But this shit, dude, this fucking udon, I fucking destroyed it, dude. Oh my lord, I ate the fuck out this udon, dude. God, this shit was so good. Oh, so we also went to the Pokemon Center, and this is outside the Pokemon Center. They have this this wall of like just Pokemon games that you can play, and it's mainly kids. Yeah. So, okay. We weren't, I don't even know if I can show this. Because they told us we weren't allowed to even film this. This was a K-pop group apparently that was debuting in Japan, and the day we went to the Pokemon Center, they performed in the mall. But I don't think I can show it because they were like so adamant on it. They were like, no, don't you fucking record, I swear to God. They were so adamant on it. But it was a K-pop group. Oh, so this, I think this is the video. Yeah, this is the video that proves that, you know, the trains in Japan are fucking crazy. Yeah, it's full. It's so full. It's insane. Yeah. That was...
First.
Hold on, because there's more. I think this is when we landed. Oh, so the way that we handled money. Yeah, no, I don't have any hentai, sadly. So the way that we handled money, we had it on a PayPal account, and my friend, she had a... I had cash, but she had a card and cash. And so she had a PayPal card that was Visa, and she just went to 7-Eleven and just pulled it out. That was the way that she did it. So we just went to 7-Eleven.
I told you you can go to 7-Eleven and get your money. Get your money, I told you.
Oh, there is another video. Where is it? Where's the video? That's not the video. What is this? Oh, I think that was just when I accidentally hit record. Oh yeah, dude, it was so hot. Holy fucking. We went in the summer though.
We have to go to Shinjuku for currency exchange, and then we go home and sleep. Is that gonna take the whole time? No, right?
Yeah, it's 1:30.
Yeah, we oddly enough got there at like 1:30 p.m. Oh, so they were having, what's the name of that game? It's not roller derby. Fuck. Hold on. I think I say the name of it.
Having a street rugby tournament.
There you go. They have professional street rugby world tournaments in public, and it's free to watch. It was so fucking crazy, dude. Like, I kind of felt like just walking around Japan at random times. Like, you will find just the randomest shit. Like, you would just find the most random things ever. It was insane.
In the middle of a train.
In the middle of a train station. The World Cup, dude. It was so fucking crazy. Oh, so this is the video. So let me give some fucking context to this video. This is probably the last video too, right? Oh, no. Okay, there's some more stuff. So this video right here. Holy fucking shit, dude. Okay, so when we got to Japan, we literally just got here. Like, it hasn't even been like 20 minutes. And somebody got hit by a fucking car. And this was like our reaction to it. And mind you, like I said, we literally got there, put our stuff away, and then we left to go get food. Like, it literally hasn't been 20 minutes since we hit our Airbnb.
We're gonna get food at a Japanese McDonald's. That's our first restaurant, sadly. And then we're gonna go to a Family Mart since it's across the street. Oh, there was an accident earlier. This dude was riding a bike and this lady just smashed him with the car, and like he just ran off, and the lady was like, "Don't leave, no, what are you doing? Don't go." And we're sitting here like, what do we do? But I mean, I guess it's fine because like she didn't chase him or anything, so I guess he's not. Which way are we going?
That way. For the station?
For McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay. When we see you guys, it's probably gonna be in McDonald's or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what happened, bro. It was crazy.
So we lied. we didn't go to McDonald's.
Yakuza? Yakuza is only if you go looking for them, man.
We're eating ramen. She didn't know how to order, so I had to do it, and so she just got whatever I got.
Oh, gosh. What is this?
It's in the morning. We're tired. Not really. And we're gonna get food. And this is I knew it. And this is what is the street, I guess this is, or alleyway, whatever you want it, street that we live down.
He's mad because he can't get his brakes.
I went to Clip Joint.
Oh, yeah, dude. You didn't see Kazuma Kiryu? I fucking hate you, Nami. So I was supposed to get braids in Japan, but like I said, my hair was falling out because it was so fucking... It wasn't hot, it was humid. It was so fucking humid. And they were like, bro, your hair is too short. And I was just like, fucking Christ, dude. I was like, fuck, that sucks. And then, like, when I tried to flat iron my hair, like, it didn't obey because it was so humid. So my hair was just, like, all this fucking... It was so bad, dude. It was so bad.
They were like, oh, your hair's too small. And he was like, well, we can give you cornrows. And I was like, if you can do cornrows, you can...
Yeah, that was weird. He was like, we can give you cornrows. But then I was just like, but if you can do that, you should be... It was... like, actually falling out. It was just shortening. It was getting really dry, so it shriveled up. Because it was humid. It was very humid.
Braid my hair. He was like, no, that's not how we do it in Japan. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But, you know, screw it. They have a lot of places where you can park your bikes, apparently.
Yeah, bikes are really, really popular in Japan, by the way. Like, there are, like, bike wrecks where it's just, like, anime stuff.
There's a lot of these, and this trash has not been taken out, obviously. Wait, where are we going?
I don't know. To the station to get food.
Where?
To the station.
But where exactly?
Holy shit. Oh, so, Neko, you want fashion. This is Takeshita in Harajuku. This is where all the fashion is. And you have to walk through all of these people.
It's the street. And
if you really want to know, this is like on a bad day. Look at this. This is on a bad day, by the way. This is on a bad day. This is a bad day. This isn't it. This isn't. Bro, we were so hyped. And this is, like I said, this is on a bad day. You see all this space? There's usually no space here. This is on a bad day. So where I bought that, my the Powerpuff Girl stuff that I showed you, I bought it down here. It was here. It's like a little bit past like this building right here. It was like all the way down there. So Scandal is a band that my friend is in love with, and I told him that I walked by it and I didn't buy him anything.
It's a regular band, you meanie face. KK.
I think this was us just walking in Shibuya randomly.
The buildings are so big. Look.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude, the buildings in Japan are like so fucking tall. Holy shit. They were surprisingly like way up there. Like if you look, they're so huge.
The buildings are so big. It's low-key, like, now that I think about it, their buildings are like 10 times bigger here than in LA. I mean, LA has big buildings, but not like business buildings that you can shop in like that.
And this is where Nobita was, by the way. There's, if you go up right here and make a right, there's there's that train station. I like Scandal. Got to make them for the space they don't have. Oh, and this is, like I said, Shibuya Crossing. So when he was recording the video, he was standing right here. And this is what it looks like, yeah. He was literally standing right here. And we're on the second or third floor? I think we're on the third floor. No, actually, I think we're on the second floor. I'm lying. We're on the second floor. And as also, if you play Persona 5, this is the same. Like over here is where they all hang out and talk about their mission. Right here is where the mayor was talking about, you know, becoming a politician, because this is where they actually do it, IRL and stuff like that. And watch how it just fucking disappears. It's insane. Oh, so there's this meme on my channel where I go peach Coca-Cola, and that came from this when I went to Japan.
Peach Coca-Cola?
So peach Coca-Cola is the hardest to find, and I found it and I drank like 4 of them. They're actually, it's good, but it's like, it's nothing crazy, but it is good. It's nothing crazy though. It is good. Oh, so this is how, so the way Japan works with the, do I still have it? I think I still have it. No, it is good. Like, obviously it is, because I bought 4 of them, but it's just, I thought it would have been like more memorable. I think I still have it, by the way. My Suica card. Yeah. I still have my Suica card. From when I went to Japan. Yeah. You can use this to pay for like drinks and stuff at 7-Eleven. Literally, this is like your debit card. Like, it's a train pass and a debit card. It's fucking crazy, bro. And I think the max amount of money is like $500 or something like that. So this is how you pay for the trains. The way Japan's trains work is you pay when you get on and when you get off. It's both. Which sucks. So, and I fucked up because I got Suica and I forgot the name of the other one because I was told not to buy it anymore. It's Suica? Oh shit. It's Suica and I forgot the name of the other one. It's Suica and what is the other ones? Yeah, I forgot. I don't know. Exactly. For Japan, it's you pay for like the bus. You pay when you get off. You don't pay when you get on. You pay when you get off. But for trains, it's when you get on and off.
We underestimated the trains in Japan. We have to pay.
Dude, these
It's not fun.
These brown ones, we had 2 bowls full of like the brown coins. And you can't turn them in at like a bank to get money. So like we just had like a fuckload of like 10s and we didn't know what to fucking do with it, dude. And so we just left it in the air. We were like, what the fuck are we gonna do with this?
Underestimated the trains in Japan. You have to pay and get on and off. It's not fun whatsoever. In Japan, $5 coins.
Yeah, they have $5 coins. And then I think this is everything we saw. That food was so fucking good, bro. I do have photos. No. So I didn't know how these worked. So a lot of the photos, I look like I'm getting ready because like there was no timer on the thing. So like this one I got lucky. And so did this one, I got lucky too. Purikura. 1,000? Nah, it's just 500 yen. Jesus Christ, dude. Japan was a lot of fun.
それぞれ地域の方によっていろんな民族の方によってそれぞれの思想があると思うんで、それを自分のものって考えればいいんですけど、それをこっちもやってほしいなとか子供にもやらしたいとかいうのはちょっとなって思いますね。それは、浮気する人とか。
As you can see, like Japanese guys, like they have way more to say. They talk a lot more.
知らないと僕は苦手かなとは。ざっくりと日本のマナーはやっぱ知った上で来てほしいなっていうのは思いますね。パーティーな感じなんだけどちゃんとまあ礼儀とか分かってる感じ。実際それがないとちょっと日本人は無理じゃないですかね。なんか察する能力があるじゃないですか。適度になんか空気読むとかそういうのがなんかたまに欠けてる人いるじゃないですか。童貞なんでやっぱそういうスキンシップに慣れてないんで。
He's very clearly just fucking trolling. Yeah.
また僕がちっちゃいんで、そういうとこもちょっと気になるかなっていう感じはありますね。日本食は勉強してほしい。母国の料理ばっかり来られる人はちょっと辛いかもしれないですね。
なんだろう、衛生面さえ良ければある程度の清潔感海外の方でもやっぱりお風呂に入る習慣が3日に1回とかいうところあるじゃないですか。まあちょっと匂い気になるなとか。
自分よりこうでかい人、横にでかい人はきついです。
I mean horizontally. I just find like the fucking words that are used, bro, are so fucking hilarious. I mean horizontally, like no shit, bro. Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious, man. He gives off a Yankee vibe, like a bad boy vibe. But he's probably not like that. We like Yankees out here. I would have interviewed him too, bro. I would have fucking straight up interviewed him. I'd have like, where the fuck you think you going, dog?
すごいこう公共の場とかで電車とかでね結構大声で話されたりとか。
Why does he look like his name's Jimmy and he's a fucking engineer and he goes to like No, I'm joking. I genuinely thought he was a foreigner. I actually thought he was like American.
方とかもいらっしゃるんでちょっと一緒にいるのがしんどくはありそうだなっていうの。
最低限でもちょっとぐらいは日本語を話せてほしい。日常会話が家での会話がちゃんとできるぐらいなら全然。日本に住むなら日本の文化にちょっと合わせてほしいかなっていうところはあります。
なんか日本語ちょっとだけでも喋れればいいんですけど、なんか日本語あんまり喋れない人は付き合うっていうには向いてないかなと思います。
ちょっと難しいですね。はい。
Another one. I don't know if I should count this. Another filler word is like Teiyu. I'm hearing this a little bit too, but I kind of feel like they're using it as a filler.
理由としてはどういった理由がある？一番が言葉の壁っていうのがあるのかな。文化の違いとかで日本ではこうだけどその相手の国の方ではちょっと違うよっていうそういうズレがある。ペラペラじゃないんで今のところ多分付き合えはしないですね。日本語喋れるならみたいな感じ。英語苦手なんで、でもどちらかというとやっぱ日本人の方が
いや、ないですか。英語喋れないんで全然
ないかなって思って。あ、それはないですか。文化とかやっぱ違うじゃないですか。だからなんか合わないとこ出てくるかな。
英語ないですね全然。なんかね、僕英語喋れないですけど、そんな Google の翻訳でなんか言いたいことあれば翻訳して話せるんで。
国境関係ないと思ってます。本当ですか？僕がその人のこと好きで、その人が
Yeah, they're pretty judgy.
それは関係がないです。言葉は上手じゃなくてもそのニュアンスで全然伝わるんで。
やっぱり言語の壁があると思うんですよね。もし僕が英語を喋れる人だったら全然ありだと思います。日本語しか話せないとやっぱりコミュニケーションがちゃんとうまくいかなかったりするっていう面で外国人女性は難しいんですけど、でも全然日本語が話せる外国人女性でしたら全然恋愛対象になります。
日本語喋れなくても両方こう補完的にコミュニケーション取れれば大丈夫だと。結構なんだろう、アジアンビューティーな人が個人的には好みで。
I'm kind of no wonder the birth rate is dropping. You're a fucking asshole. Pretty much like what I'm hearing is like speak Japanese or hope to God that the guy that you're dating speaks English. That's kind of, but that's I guess you can also argue that's like assuming I'm looking at fucking OBS. That's assuming that like you're moving to Japan, right? Like I kind of feel like that's assuming you're moving to Japan. I want to know the opinions of people who do speak English, right? Because I think people who speak English, it might be a totally different conversation. Like if you have this conversation in America, like it should be a no-brainer.
ちょっと違うというか、別に外国人女性が嫌とかじゃなくて、やっぱ言葉と文化も違うからやっぱり合わないのかなと。僕可愛い子が好きなんで、綺麗めがちょっと怖って。結構ちょっと強い感じに見えますか？そう。おしとやかで弱そうな子を守りたいっていうのがやっぱあるんで。
古い考えになっちゃうんですけど、日本にいるんだからせめてね、日本語は喋れる方のもいいのかなと思いますけど、やっぱコミュニケーションを取っていく。僕たちがでも海外行ったら、その海外の人たちに対するやっぱね、スペックとしてね、一生懸命語学も勉強しないといけないだろうし、やっぱ日本にいるんだからちょっと日本語を喋ってほしいかなっていう。文化の違いはあっても、まあお互い人間であることには変わりないので、そこはあまり僕は気にしてないです。言葉の壁はあるけど、まあ動作だったり仕草とかは変わりないとは思うので、正直あまり気にしたことはないですね。
付き合った方がいいと思います。あ、本当ですか？なぜかというと、やっぱり価値観の差っていうのがあると思って、それを見合わせることが一番価値のあることだと思っていて、自分の英語力も向上するし、相手に対しても日本語が勉強になる。結構相互利益だと思います。
国籍でっていうよりその人自体っていう感じなんで、別にそんなに日本人だろうがダメなやつはダメだしっていう感じです。文化的な違いとか宗教的な違いとかがやっぱあると思うんで、やっぱ付き合いだし
してから出てくるかもしれない。愛は国境を越えると思う。そこに愛さえあれば大丈夫だ。愛を育むことができる。付き合ったことあります？本当ですか？ドイツですか？いろいろやっぱ文化は違うなと思って、まあ難しいなと思って別れたんですけど、僕的にはきつかったかな。あ、それやっちゃうのかみたいな。
Bro, wait, what happened? I mean, I'm sorry I'm not pausing it as much as I did in the other one, but this one, it's like, it's just kind of the same recycled stuff a little bit. Like, I feel like the guys are more so repeating themselves. Oh. Yeah.
愛は国境を越えると思う。そこに愛さえあれば大丈夫だ。愛を育むことができる。付き合ったことあります？
That guy's fucking cool. Yeah, he's pretty chill.
気になるのは言葉の壁だと思いますね。まあ、もちろん僕も努力すべきだと思うんですけど、相手の方にもできれば日本語を学んでいただけた方が嬉しいなと。やっぱり日本語の方がより本当の自分を出せるような気がしていて、僕はお笑いとか冗談を言ったりするのが好きなんですけど、日本の文化とか言葉をあんまり理解していないとちょっと笑いが通じないかなっていうことが多いと思うんですよね。だから相手がこう飽きてしまうとか話すことがなくなってしまうんじゃないかっていうのがあるんで、やっぱり相手の言語をすごく努力して学ばなきゃいけないなっていうふうに思います。
逆もしかりだと思うんですよ。僕ら日本人が外国で、出会いが仮にあったとしても英語が完璧なわけじゃないじゃないですか。だから向こうの方に、僕らがそういう風に逆に見られるんじゃないかなっていうのもあるんで、最低限のコミュニケーションが取れればお友達ないし、男女の関係にはなれるのかなとは思いますね。
カルチャーショックみたいなことがたまに分かり合えないところとかも出てくるとは思うんですけど、学びながら付き合っていけるみたいなのはありじゃないかなって。
ボディタッチが多いじゃないですか、外国の方は。日本と違って全然いいとは思うんですけど、やりすぎるとちょっと
日本人よりもそのボディタッチが多いというか、やっぱり距離感がすごく近いと思うんですよ。あんまり積極的に来られたりするのが嫌な人とかも多分いらっしゃると思うんですけど、僕もちょっと人見知りな部分があるんで、ちょっと積極的な外国人の女性とかでしたら難しいなと思います。
日本人って意見を言う教育あんまりされないじゃないですか。意見を言われた時にそうだよねってなっちゃいがちで、僕もそれからいろんな国行くようになって意見を言える立場になったんで。
Yeah, but you're starting to see that more, and this is what I was talking about. People who go outside the country tend to be a little bit more like this guy, or like that one girl from the girls video.
多分日本人は外国人女性に興味があるんですけど、なんかその一歩が踏み出せないでいる人が多分多いと思うので、気軽に声をかけてもらえれば逆にコミュニケーションが生まれるのかなと思います。
僕が28なんですけど、あまりもう恋愛に対してちょっと積極的にいけなくなってきてる。あんまりグイグイ来られるとちょっと困るんですけど、ちょっとだけ積極的な女性はやっぱ日本人ってシャイな人が多いじゃないですか。だから女性からちょっとアプローチをしてくれる人だったら日本人は嬉しいのかなとは。僕もそうですね。本当にいいなって思った人には実はシャイで声もかけられずに終わっちゃうとかがあるので、フランクな感じできっかけを作ってくれると僕らも。
You hear that? You want a Japanese guy? You gotta put yourself out there. What? Did I just say that? Oh my lord.
日本人も行きやすいのかなとは、ちょっと仲良くなりやすいのかなと思いますね。
基本的に多分日本人って伝えないじゃないですか。なんか好きだよみたいなことって言わないと思うんですけど、言ってくれるとやっぱ嬉しいのは嬉しいので、そういう内面的なところで日本人が持ってない部分持ってる方がいいなとは思いますね。
もしかしたら皆さんは日本人の男はみんなこんなやつなんじゃないか、最悪だなんて思ってる。
Too judgy? A little bit. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't have many guy friends. I had mainly Japanese girls that were friends. And, no, like, I get it. But it's still, if you really think about it, it's blanket statement stuff, you know. culture shock. That goes for anybody. You know, language barrier, that's any country as well. I don't think holy shit. Fucking Migi, dude. Imagine Migi and like 3 Asian men. That'd be fucking hilarious.
If I look around, Japanese men are not macho. They're super skinny.
Is there going to be a program?
Maybe for me a little bit, because you like, when you're walking next to someone, you like holding onto their arm and feeling the contours in their arms. And that, you know, the muscle in their arms.
I like tall, and sometimes they're not tall enough. I like really tall. Like, I like guys that are like 6.
American, bro. You're talking about judgy? You're talking about judgy? I'm talking that shit. That's what you doing. Don't get me started, bro. Don't even get me started.
6'2", and I don't know why.
6'2". You know what fucking percentage of men are 6'2"? No, I know. I'm just
Like, if you
I'm just
ask me
fucking
why
around.
do you like such tall guys,
Yeah, I know.
I really can't answer that. I mean,
Maybe you feel
this is
secure
something.
about something.
No, I don't know what it is. It's just that is what I am instantly attracted to, and I've always been since I was like, I'd say since I was little. That's what I've liked.
He has to be taller than me,
Okay.
which is super complicated in Tokyo, so that's why I gave up.
You gave up?
Yeah. This year I'm not looking for anyone because they're like not my type. They're too shy.
Is that going to be a program?
Okay, so too shy I can understand. I think too shy, like shyness to an extent can be problematic. It can be problematic after a while.
Sometimes it's good, but too much is like it's better to have like a balance. But Japanese men, I guess, are very nice.
Well, this is the funniest thing. I was messaging one of my friends back home, and she said, "Oh, what do you think of Japanese men, specifically Japanese men?" For me, I find them very awkward.
Holy fuck, bro.
Like very shy and kind of like this, and I'm just kind of like, do I say something? Can we do something? Or maybe like sometimes because I speak out loud, I think that must be very intimidating for them.
Intimidating for Japanese guys.
Yes, yeah, I do that all the time, and they kind of get very put off. So for me, I wouldn't say.
I'm telling you, man, birth.
personally, but I think there are some very good Japanese men out there. Like very like good looking and good personality.
Yeah, just like me, right?
Yeah.
Like I studied Japanese in college in England, and there are definitely lots of British girls who like Japanese guys. Yeah, like some of my friends are dating Japanese guys. 思ったことを素直にぶつけてほしいです。なんか遠回しじゃなくてストレートに言ってほしいです。可愛いって思ったら可愛いって言えばいいし。
It's really crazy that she says this because Japanese girls are the same way, but you know. So this is a great example. I don't remember who said this. I was watching a YouTube video of a guy, and he said this so fucking perfectly. So let's say, you know, it's me and my Japanese girlfriend. So she would be like, oh, it's trash day, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll take it out later. That's direct, right? Am I wrong? Like, that's like direct, like, hey, it's trash day, and then that tells me, oh, okay. And so, in my American brain, if she walks back in and she's like, oh, it smells really bad, I wonder what that smell is, and then I'd be like, oh, you know, I don't smell anything. That's not being very direct, but that's like how Japanese people are. They don't want to be rude. Like in America, like, you know, we're black, our moms would be like, if you don't take this fucking trash out, I swear to God. But in Japan, it's like you have to beat around the bush, and you have to hope to God that the other person, like kind of gets it. And I thought that example was just so fucking perfect, dude. It's like she would say something like, "Oh, it smells really bad in here. I wonder what that smell is." Or like, I wonder if that smell's coming from the trash, and you'll just be like, "Oh, well, I don't smell anything." Like in our brains, like we're in America or the Western world. We're so used to like directness. You're just like, take out the trash, and then it's like, "Oh, okay." Some people think that like being direct is like rude and stuff, but it's really not. She has a very vibrant smile. Actually, she's really cute. Free hugs for YouTube.
They don't know how to prioritize.
I remember this girl. He interviewed her, and I think they were talking about sex. They were talking about dating and some other stuff, but I remember her.
They put works, like number one work, like school, friends, family, girlfriend, or relationship, wife. They kind of put those things before, where in Canada, we're very focused on balancing it all is important. These are all the top things in my life. I'll put myself into all of them as much as I can. And so that's what I was used to, and so I thought that was the same everywhere. Not so much.
If you show affection to your Japanese guy friend, it automatically would mean for him that you might like him. Plus, your boyfriend is going to be jealous. Although you don't. I watched your video regarding how Japanese people think of cheating, and I don't really think that was rather precise, because from my experience, cheating is everything that goes with a meeting other gender. That's only my experience though. They don't really hang out with girls, let's say, without thinking that it's a date. So that's why they hang out with groups. They hang out inside of groups, for example, the clubs of the universities, or just some co-workers. So if they go out in groups, and they don't have this experience of going out just with one person who is of the other gender, meaning that they consider all these kind of meetings as a date. If you're together alone with, the different gender person, you're automatically on a date, which is not the case for foreign.
That makes no fucking sense to me, dude. Oh, you're hanging out with your friend's wife, you guys are dating, and you guys are cheating, and it's like, what? I don't think that's how that works. Oh my lord. No, I can understand the argument. It can look like you are, but just straight up saying it, I don't know.
Women. No, you can out with your friends one-on-one without feeling the dating. In Japan, with this kind of lack of sex, they see the other gender person as a sexual being, not considering the fact that this person might actually be a friend. While in Western world, sex is not considered as taboo. It's a normal thing. You like see sexy posters all over the places, almost naked women, and no one sees a problem in that.
Japanese men.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they're quite friendly, and they just want to help you out sometimes, I guess.
Do you find them attractive?
I feel like, yeah, they're like all the country, like basically in every country there are like people that I would find attractive and people I wouldn't find attractive, so I guess in Japan as well it's the same. I don't have like any kind of stereotypes kind of things. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
There is a real shock, real culture shock between Japanese and like the rest of the world for me. Like French and Japanese are super different. We don't have any in common, and the conversation is super empty.
You feel like that?
Yeah. I guess they're a bit more reserved than British guys, I'm not sure. But I guess it's not everyone. Yeah.
The relationship between men and women are totally different, because you can communicate, for example, by touching, by talking with the person without making him feel excited or whatever. While in Japan, if you're a woman and you make a wrong move somewhere, for example, just poke a person or whatever, he already sees you as a sexual being. That's why all his...
Nami, imagine poking a guy and he gets a boner. Dude, you have to be so fucking lonely. Not fucking poking you. If you poke me, that means you try to fuck. That's what she literally just said, dude.
A woman and you make a wrong move somewhere, for example, just poke a person or whatever, he already sees you as a sexual being.
Oh my god. No, I actually do believe it. I sadly I believe it, bro. I sadly enough believe it. I can believe it. In Naruto land, believe it. I keep saying believe it, so I thought of Naruto. No, but yeah, like you said, you know, birth rates are low. People aren't fucking. Oh my god,
That's
man.
why all his head blocks and he starts seeing you not as a friend but as a potential partner.
Oh,
That's why
God.
it might be a little bit difficult in Japan, but in general I have many guy friends who I was friends from like school and so on, and I've never ever seen them as, you know, potential partners, while I know that they haven't seen me as a potential partner as well for many years. That's why I wouldn't say that the friendship between men and women is not possible. It's just that you have to choose friends.
欧米人女性たちは日本人男性僕らに対して興味があると思いますか？
いや、ないんじゃないですか。ないですか。ないんじゃないですかね。
それはどうしてそうですか？
マッチョが好きなイメージあるんで、日本人はその点頼りなく映ってしまうのかなっていう。
I think we look unreliable.
興味はないんじゃないですかね。欧米女性の人から好きになることはなくて、やっぱ男からアタックしないと口説くことは難しいのかな。
Hot place to be, yeah. Yeah.
でもやっぱなんか高値の花すぎて難しいな。
あんまなさそうっすよね。まあ別にみたいな感じなんじゃないですか。
どうしてそう思うんですか？
いや、向こうの人の方が純粋にかっこよくないですか？
その欧米系の男性
あの方がかっこよくないですか？バッチリしてるし、顔とかもキリッとしてるし、日本人よりはかっこよくないですか？
僕自身がそんなに偏見がないので、まあ、逆にですけど偏見なく普通に接してくれたらいいなと希望的には。
若い子みたいなのには興味ないと思うんですよ。昔のなんていうか侍とか忍者とか昔ながらの可愛い系男子とか。
You heard it. You heard it here, folks. Japanese people think Western women want ninjas and samurais. And it's really funny because when I was working in the music industry and I was talking about visual kei to some girls in Japan, they were saying that they were like, they don't like the cute, feminine, almost you know, type of guys, which is why a lot of no shit, that's Western men. No, yeah, I know, I was memeing. But it's really interesting because that was what some girls, they say they don't like visual kei because of that, because like the guys don't look like guys. They get hard over ninjas and samurais.
もうこれ危険ですね。男らしい男がいなくなる。なんで外国人からすると It's a girl, no boy そうなっちゃうんだと思います。
Okay, what's your type?
My type? Confident. I think confidence is very important.
When do you feel that?
Well, when someone can just like talk to me without being shy, that's nice.
Like me?
Yeah.
You know who I want to date? I'll tell you who I want to date. I personally love. I like tall, skinny guys. That's what
Why
I
is that?
like. Why do I like tall, skinny guys? I don't know.
Just preference.
I just prefer. You know, I've dated my own type. You know, like South Asian guys, and so far, nothing has worked. Nothing's worked. Yeah.
Everyone likes different things.
Yeah, their preferences and tastes.
Oh yeah, so Daiichi's his friend that does videos with him sometimes, and that's his wife. Dudes in anime are the complete opposite.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. If he really want, like, Daichi looks like this, but he can like once he like puts on a suit and everything, like he looks fucking clean. He looks fucking clean. If I'm not mistaken, actually, Daichi. I don't think that's his wife. I could. I don't remember. He is married to an American woman though. We're not macho. We're too skinny.
Security is kind of unattractive, so maybe that's the problem, not the actual looks.
So I love how he agrees with her. He's just like, you should. Hey man, you should listen to her.
So maybe that's the problem, not the actual looks.
He's like, she has point. Like you should listen to her.
Doesn't have to be macho like manly boy.
I don't think it's a problem. Like in America, the average guy isn't super buff. Like you have to go to a gym to see really buff guys.
日本人女性よりも外国人女性の方が実は優しいんですよ。フレンドリーです。で、閉鎖的な人はやっぱ日本人最近多いです。
僕も同じ意見ですよ。
あ、そう思います。普通になんだろう、コミュニケーションとかが取れるのであれば普通にあると思います。まあ経験してみないとわからない。あ、そうですね。それが嫌っていう感じはないです。まあ言葉の壁があるんで、その点はあるんですけど、でもフレンドリーそうだなっていう印象を受けますね。
実際こう付き合ってみたいなとかって思いますかね。
それは思いますね、やっぱり。はい。
日本人男性は欧米人女性と日本人女性で比べたらどちらの方が好きだと思います。
多分外国の人の方が好きなんじゃないですか。
日本人男性ですか。どうしてそう。
綺麗じゃないですか、スタイルが。グイグイ来てくれるので。
The kid in front of the Spider-Man poster is the best guy. Wait, what? No. Oh, him? Yeah.
欧米人女性と日本人女性で比べたらどちらの方が好きだと思います。
多分外国の人の方が好きなんじゃないですか。
日本人男性ですか。どうしてそう。
綺麗じゃないですか、スタイルが。グイグイ来てくれるので。
I would, you know, do you really want to know the truth? I would actually argue Japanese girls have better bodies overall. Because I kind of feel like it comes natural to them. I mean, not saying like for me it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying in general, like I would say it comes more natural to them though. Most girls in America that have that body, they like worked really hard for it. They worked really hard for it. Really, I don't know, cause like the average weight in Japan is it's so much smaller. It's so much smaller, dude. Like by a lot. Like the average weight of American women is like 160, and that's like almost as much as a man. And in Japan, it's like it's way smaller than that. Yeah, it's way smaller. It's way smaller. Oh, what? 170. That's not a cat, bro. I'm so sorry. Oh, this video's almost over. That's why I said I argue. No, there's nothing. What I'm saying is that the curves would come more naturally with them. I think it depends though. Oh my god, bro. Do you have any idea how many times people have come to me and they're like, I'm hikikomori. I'm hikikomori, you know what I mean? I'm hikikomori. And I'm like, I don't think you quite realize what that means. Oh my fucking god. I fucking hate it here. Hikikomori is like super, you don't understand, like it's almost like you literally, oh dude, it's so bad. Hikikomori is very serious. Yeah, my name's Hikikomori, don't worry about it. I did say I was gonna play games. I have a lot of games now. Holy fuck.
分かりきれてない状況があります。なのでこの動画で映しているのはあくまで一部だということを忘れないでください。ただキーとなる部分、そして本当に何が日本で起こっているのかを伝えられたら嬉しいなと思っております。First of all, let's make sure the definition according to the government.
I fucking hate you so much, bro. I fucking hate you.
In order to be officially recognized in public, the government says people who don't go to work or school for more than 6 months. This issue used to be seen only among younger people, but it's not anymore. Those
fucking cat.
And surely this is not just younger people. In Japan, it seems like the older you get, the harder to ask for help. Overall, the government estimates Japan has 1.15 million hikikomori, but some experts suggest it's actually more than that, since they are shut in and many people don't report it. Anyway, let's get into the main part. Why we have so many hikikomori? What are the causes? Today, we are going to discover them right now.
小学校5年生ぐらいの時に、不登校して、大人になってからも何年か引きこもり状態とかに、なりました。今の状態はなんか引きこもりの後遺症の状態もあるみたいな感じに言うと割としっくりくるかなという感じですね。一応精神科のとかにも行ってなので、精神科の方の診断としてはうつ病と広汎性発達障害の障害者手帳ってやつがあるんですけれど、それの、2級とあと障害年金を受給していて、こちらが2級っていう感じですね。もう生まれつきなんかデリケートでこう不安な性質だったかなっていうのもある。
Bro. Put all the hikikomori on an island and make them survive for 2 weeks. Oh my fucking god. That's brutal. Imagine, so like, if this was America, hikikomori would be like, people would fucking abuse the shit out of it. Because hikikomori gives you a disability and you can just sit in your house and make money from the government, bro. Imagine. Holy shit, bro. You didn't just hear what he said? He just said that. He said like disability from the government. Like, holy shit, dude. You can become hikikomori in Japan and then just make money.
こちらが2級っていう感じですね。もう生まれつきなんかデリケートでこう不安な。
Holy shit, bro.
なんか幼稚園ぐらいからもういじめられちゃってたとかもあったし、いろいろと生きづらさがそもそも重なったので、ある種その落ちるべくして陥った状態かなとは思わなくもないんですよね。
その幼少期とか青年期の話にもちょっとつながってくるんですけど、父親が結構忙しい人だったんですよ、昔。その仕事を結構日本人的なバリバリ働くみたいな感じの人で、中学校の時とか夜2時に帰ってきて朝5時なもいないとか、なんかもう超ハードなスケジュールこなしてる人だったんで、片親に育てられたわけじゃないんですけど、ちょっとその片親っぽいところがあって、母親は結構そのステレオタイプの人間なんですよ。規律を守りなさいみたいな、ちょっと軍隊っぽいところがあって、縛りの中で育ってしまうと完璧主義的になるわけですよ。こうでなければならないみたいな、こだわりすぎてしまうとか。昔こことここにその結構大きい顔のほくろがあったんですね。でそれが結構いじられてたんですよ、その小学校の時に。よく小学生がやるようなしょうもないいじりなんですけど、当時は気にしてしまってしまったというか、そんなんで学校行けなくなっちゃって不登校になったんですよね。周りに合わせるってことがあんまできないタイプなんですよね。わがままなんですよ。悪く言うとね、言いたいことを結構言っちゃうみたいなタイプだったんで、その中がいじめのきっかけになったりとかして、もういじめられたくないからってなると今度八方美人になるじゃないですか。で八方美人でずっとやってきたらすごいストレスが溜まってなんか爆発しちゃったっていうのが、それかな。あと仕事、そうですね、システムエンジニアとして仕事してたんですよ。合わなくてストレスが溜まってっていうのがいろいろ絡み合って、で爆発してうつ病になっちゃったって感じですかね。引きこもってる人のほとんどが実は精神疾患を抱えてるっていう話も結構あって、なんか精神科とかそういうところに相談行かないといけないんだけど、引きこもりと精神疾患って直結しないじゃないですか、普通のイメージで言うと。だからそういうところにちゃんと回されてないっていうのもあると思いますね。
regarding this, Japan is definitely behind from many development.
It's kind of crazy. It's really, really insane.
Let's compare to the US, for example. 40 times less likely people go to counseling in Japan. Most insurances cover that in the States, while in Japan it doesn't, so it's quite expensive. In the US, they are more trained and educated, and they can have a much higher salary. I think people trust them more than in Japan. Some states even allow them to prescribe medication, while in Japan,
But you know what we don't get? Yeah. I was just about to fucking say that. Bro, I would abuse the fuck out of it if I could. I would abuse the fuck out of this, dude. I get drugs, it's paid for, and I get money? Bro. I know we shouldn't be laughing about this, but it's like, oh my fucking gosh. Oh my gosh, man.
never happens. And even if you go there and say like this, in Japan, you're gonna get this kind of reaction. It's more like embarrassing and really negative.
スクールカウンセラーみたいなのもだいぶ配置されるようにはなってきています。ただですね、ちょっと痛いよねみたいな雰囲気がどっかでもあってですね、そうするとちょっとこう相談しづらくなっちゃって、なかなかいけないっていう子がいるっていうのも分かってます。どうしたの？大丈夫？病気なの？ってそういう風な感じなんですね。相談するみたいなことそのものがネガティブに捉えられがちでした。
When asking them if they care about health, nearly 6% of the people say yes. And among those 6%, only 26% care about mental health. So you can see that this doesn't come to our mind. Most people don't even think about it.
なかなかカウンセリングが浸透しないってことがあるんですけど、カウンセリングは本当に超大事で、私はそれで完璧主義とかをちょっとよくして。
Is that why Persona has a counselor now?
悪いとこばっかり目を向けるんじゃなくて、他の人より上手にできてるところもあるよねっていうところを認めてあげる。
立ち行かなくなってから病院に来て重症化してから発見されることというか、その診察されることが多いので、相談できなくてそのまま命を絶ってしまう。自分の肌で感じて多いなと思うのは、結構生真面目であったりとか、責任感も強かったりとか、なかなかこうノーと言えないような、そういう方が多い印象はありますね。
今でこそ言えるようになったんですけど、セクシャルマイノリティなので、そこの部分が本質なので、相談するにしてもカミングアウトしなきゃいけないっていうのがあるので、出ることが難しい心理状態だっていうのもあると思うんですけど、そもそも言ったところで話せるものではない。引きこもりってどんなイメージって言った時にやっぱりポンって思い浮かぶのが男性だったりとかするんですけれど、女性とその LGBTQ セクシャルマイノリティに対しの引きこもる状態とかはまだまだ全然足りてないというか、ないのではっていうふうな気がしますね。
So when it comes to gender, the government estimates it's mostly men based on the data, but probably it's not so accurate, and so many female hikikomori are hidden. If any guy like me didn't go to work or school, he's gonna be easily considered hikikomori. But women in Japan are often categorized into these and not seen as hikikomori. Kyoko Hayashi, who used to be hikikomori, she also points out there are actually many women struggling, but because of their identified roles as housewives or those doing household chores, Japanese people cannot see that they are actually socially withdrawn and need help. Now, I wanna...
So think about this. Imagine being a housewife and then you're hikikomori. So not only are you taking care of the kids, you get paid to take care of the kids and you get free. Bro, this shit in America would not go well. This shit in America would not go well. It would not. Oh my god. Fucking Neko. Holy shit.
Hikikomori is not just a men's issue in Japan, but regardless of our gender, sexuality, or age, it's a nationwide serious problem for everyone. Japan needs to realize that and seriously work on the issue right now. Anyway, let's also hear from someone who has been seeing many hikikomori and giving support to them.
やっぱし多いのはそれまでの人生の中で成功体験ほとんどこう積めてない、なんとなく流されてきてしまっているような、なんでその大学にしたの、なんでその学部にしたの、なんでですかねみたいな、そこにこう自分自身の意思決定がない。だからそういうその人生のこう岐路に立った時にしっかりとこう自分をこう見つめ直して何がしたいのかどうしたいのかっていうような自分と向き合うことから逃げてきてしまったような。やっぱ日本ってすごいサードプレイスが少ない国だと思うんですよ。その家と職場、あるいは家と学校、その職場と学校がもし
We can't even get people on your Instagram basic things like healthcare without calling it communism. Imagine getting paid for being a shut-in. Holy shit. If the American government was like, hey man, it is now a disability to be a recluse. Bro, imagine, like, seriously think about this. How many YouTubers and streamers would be made? How many YouTubers and streamers would be made? It'd be a lot, because people who work at companies would be like, I'm a recluse too, man.
もしもなかった時のじゃあのび太さんの行き場所ってどこかありますかって言ったら、多分それに答えられる人もいるけども、答えられない日本人ってすごく多くて、結局家と職場の往復だけしている。だから学校に行かなくなるともう家しかなくて行き場がない。
Let me add my opinion on this. Many people actually say that according to the survey, their boss or senior workers often work overtime, and it seems like they don't have a life outside of work. If you are working with those people, I think you are also likely to be workaholic, or at least pressured like my work has to be the number one priority. Now, nothing wrong with being passionate about your job or study, but if that's the only thing you have and lose it one day, probably you feel like
No, yeah, for sure.
I have nothing left.
私たちコミュニケーションってその
Yeah, yeah. They'd have to go to a psychiatrist.
何々ですって自己紹介するときにどこそこの何々ですとか肩書きとか社会属性みたいなのをつけて話したりとかするんですけれど、それ自体がこうなくなったときに自分が何者であるかみたいなのがなくなったときに話が交わせなくなってしまうとか、引きこもってた方々がよく言う一番苦手なところみたいなのが散髪行くと普段何されてるんですか、今日お仕事の休みですかっていうふうに言われて、それがとても怖くていけない、それですごく髪がなくなってしまったみたいな方とかいたりとかして、
あと恥の文化、やっぱ恥ずかしがり屋な人種、いい年こいて家にいる男の人恥だったりとかするわけですよね。だから自分の子供が引きこもってることを他人に相談しない、それは自分の子育ての失敗を証明するようなことになってしまうから。
I'm guessing probably this is not just Japan's issue. You can find those people where you live. But according to some experts, hikikomori are quite many, especially in these countries. What they have in common, I noticed, is this is not so rare in those countries. Or should I say, it's kinda accepted in the society. And those...
Well, to be fair, in Asian culture, it's like pressured on you to live with your parents.
People are increasing. As someone who has been living in Japan, I can say for sure it's true in Japan. Many of my friends or people I know, they are still living with their parents. Sometimes not for the reason you may think so. It can be because you have to take care of the parents, or parents take care of your kids. So not always relying on the financial support by the parents. But my point still
Live with your
in many
parents.
other countries, parents
So what they're saying is that most hikikomoris live with their parents. So they think that that might have something to do with it, because most of them live with their parents.
encourage kids to leave the house once they have grown up. While in Japan, it's traditionally quite common, and many other people do that, so quite easy to hide the problem about their kids. Anyway, I personally think that the more normalized this is in the society, the more hikikomori likely to happen in that country. But of course, it's definitely not the only reason.
閉じた会の状況を見てその人を判断するとか評価するみたいなことってすごく危険でもったいないことだなっていうふうに思いますね。まあ、場面科目じゃないけども喋れなくなってしまって何とかしてしまってその一面性だけでその彼らが持っている多様な人間性みたいなものをないものにしてしまうとか否定してしまうみたいな、なんかそういうコミュニケーション になってしまうことはなんか絶望しか生まないなと。
もともと活発だった人って結構いるんですよ。引きこもり状態になった人って場面緘黙っていうものがあるんですけれど、学校では話せない、家でなら話せるみたいなことがあるんですね。コミュニケーションが取れなくなるとやっぱり人間関係って構築できなかったりとかするので、人間関係を構築するイコール社会参加みたいなところがあると思うので、そうするとどうしても場面緘黙のようなものがある当事者の方々はこう引きこもる状態になったっていう人たちも一応知ってはいます。
結構引きこもりとかそのいじめに関係していると
思いますね。やっぱり喋れないことでなんで喋らないのとかいう方はいじめてる意識はない場合もあると思うんですけど、本当になんで話さないのか不思議で質問してくる人もいると思うんですけど、やっぱり周りと違っておとなしいということでいじめの標的にされやすいということもあると思いますし、不登校の方とかも潜在的に場面緘黙の方がたくさんいらっしゃるんじゃないかなと思っています。例えばありがとうとかごめんねとかが言えないので失礼な人間
I fucking hate you. I'll see you later, Neko.
先生にも話したくなくて話
Thanks for stopping. Bye.
誤解されて、叱責されてしまったりとか、そういうふうに自分自身を誤解されるっていうことがすごく傷つきますよね。でそれで自分のことを責めてしまう、話せないということを責めてしまって性格や人格の問題と思ってたので、起死燃料というか死にたいのみたいな気持ちになることもありました。
だからその周りの目を気にして同調圧力が強い国の人たちが SNS を触るっていうのは多分相当危険なことだと思うんですよ、個人的に。やっぱり影響されやすいし、なんか自分ってなんでこんなダメなんだろうって思っちゃうじゃないですか。特に最近なんかこう芸能人とか社長さんとかもバンバン Twitter やってるし YouTube やってるしとかになると、なんかこうより自分がしょぼく感じてしまうというか、別に個人個人の人生なんて関係ないんですけど本当は。だけどやっぱり気にしちゃうっていう国民性があって、
受け止めてくれる人たちとかのところを選ぶように結果的になったので、同調圧力があるようなところからは若干
Holy crap. A hedonist poet. Oh my fucking god. No, I'm tired too, actually. I will continue this another time. Thank you. If you guys are on Twitch, give the channel a good follow. If you guys are on YouTube, give me a subscribe. I love you guys. You guys are great. This has been super fucking fun. I am tired. No, we will not finish that video because I don't feel like it. Yeah, thanks guys. Let's go.